to teach you about human trafficking?
The North Alabama Human Trafficking Task Force meets once a month. Pat McKay formed the organization in an effort to end the lucrative business of modern-day slavery.
I've been doing this outreach to the community since 2009. It is growing. I see it getting more and more prevalent.
Human trafficking means holding someone against their will for the purpose of engaging in sex for money or forced labor. According to the National Human Trafficking Hotline, 68 cases were reported in Alabama last year.
It could be a maid, it could be a nanny, it could be an au pair coming from another country, or it could be someone from here being trafficked into labor servitude.
The task force works with law enforcement to prevent human trafficking and teaches community members how to recognize the signs. Women and girls remain the most prevalent trafficking victims. However, victims come in many forms.
There's no profile of what the trafficker is, and there's not really a profile for the victim. It's male and female, different age.
The notion that most trafficking victims are violently kidnapped is false.
They're very, very smart and very manipulative.
Many of them are trapped unknowingly.
They lure them, mostly. They say that they're going to take them out to lunch, get their hair done, their nails done. With a boy, it may be different. Let's go play basketball, let's do this. And then once they're caught up in the snare, you know, they can give them a drink or offer them some food, and they put drugs in it, and next thing you know, they're going out of town to be trafficked.
Lynn Caffrey is the executive director of Safe Harbor Youth. The organization works to get homeless teens off the streets before a trafficker gets to them first.
We're a hub for trafficking. We're a hub for homelessness and youth. I've had them as far as from Florida, Uganda, and from Puerto Rico, from Arizona, from Alaska.
Caffrey says a trafficker will approach a runaway within 48 hours of them leaving home. She has helped rescue hundreds of teens from sex trafficking situations.
I do a lot of work in the streets and homeless camps, shelters. We get referrals from the FBI, Homeland Security.
It's work she's passionate about because not too long ago, Caffrey was sold into modern-day slavery.
I started being trafficked when I was 11 years old till I was 29.
Like many victims, Caffrey was picked up by a trafficker after running away from an abusive home.
My mother left me in a crib at 6 weeks old to die. The people was very abusive that took me. I lived in a bathroom, and I was only taken out to be sexually abused. And then I ran away from home at 11, and a group took me in, and they started trafficking me. And then I got away from them and hooked up with the cartel and started trafficking guns and bringing back drugs in and out of Mexico.
Caffrey says traffickers will use their victim to recruit others.
They send the kids into the schools to recruit other kids that come from unstable backgrounds and dysfunctional homes, single-parent homes.
The various interstates that connect Huntsville to major cities make it a hub for human trafficking. The Crisis Services of North Alabama offers their support to victims who end up here.
We offer crisis counseling, so if somebody needs help working through a trauma, whether it's domestic violence, sexual assault, we offer that. We also have forensic nurse examiners on staff, and what they do is if someone's been sexually assaulted, they can come to us. We can get all the evidence, work with law enforcement if they choose to prosecute.
Caffrey is remodeling a home in North Huntsville
3 youth in this room
to provide housing to more trafficking survivors like herself.
I wasn't able to have kids because of being raped repeatedly and the beatings, and my organs were scar tissued together, and so I couldn't have children, but I have many now, you know, so it's filling that void as a trauma victim myself, and it's also giving back.
Putting the Valley first. Rebecca Petit, WZDX News.